Hello, Combat. How you doing, man? Hey, dude. Hey. I'm good, man. I'm good. How's your day, bro? Hey, Atakan. Just a quick question, though. Is the game audio a bit loud or just fine? It should be fine. Just want to make sure, though. Hey, hello, hello. Hello, hello.
That's a full fist.
How's your day, everyone? How you guys doing?
Gotta keep it up.
Oh, actually, now that I remember, I do have to go from a mini review from a member, actually, from Refi. I know that I remember. And then we will get right into you guys. Man, I should have copy-pasted it first. Oh my god. I should have copy-pasted it way sooner. Shit. Let me actually just take a quick look. What do you think about Ultron? So far, he looks kinda bad. Not kinda, he looks bad. He looks bad. I'm not gonna lie, he looks bad.
Bogeys incoming.
Yeah, and it's not... They should probably change him or buff him or do something. Okay, let me check this out a little bit. Okay. Okay, all done. Hey, Scarvy, how you doing, man? Hey, good morning. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, so I have to do a mini review from one of my members because they did buy a membership, which means they get a mini VOD review just like everyone. It's just that they're gonna have a priority. So, gonna do this one a little bit. Okay, which one is he though? Okay, let me check real quick. I'm good, man. I'm really good. It's nice to see everyone here. Okay, we lost trying to switch the DPS role as Psy, but not performing. Okay, so he was the Psylock, I guess. Let me actually just make sure. Do you have early access to season? No, I do not. No, I do not. Okay, since there's no other Psylock, I'm gonna guess this is you. Do you think Ultron might end up like Wolverine? People said that about him in the beginning. Maybe, but the thing about Wolverine is that people didn't really know that he did like max HP damage. Whereas with Ultron, I think it's not a situation as people don't know how to play him. I think it's a situation as his numbers are just bad. Like, he doesn't have enough healing, he doesn't have enough damage. Like, it just his numbers are bad. How long do these mini reviews take? Like, I don't know, like 5-10 minutes maybe? I think he's gonna be more like Torch. Yeah, they definitely have to buff him to make him viable. Okay, so use this double thing there. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so just spam damage. Why are we turning around? Do you want to swap or something? Okay, I'm not really sure what you're doing here. Okay, you swapped the Hela, but you did want to me to look at your Psylocks. So I'm gonna look at your Psylock. Okay, so right after this death then. Okay, so now that you're Psylock, okay, this invis,
To victory.
whatever. Go in, start doing some damage. Not sure why you're waiting around like this. Like, why are you just sitting here? Why are you just sitting here? Like, go forward, do some damage, start shooting. This guy's by himself, maybe you want to help him? Like, go forward and start shooting. Why are we just waiting around like this? Okay. Shoot, 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 that's fine, whatever. Okay. But what I wanted you... What rank is this? I think this was like plat or diamond, if I remember. Maybe. Okay, so first of all, you should probably start shooting here. Like, at least, like, peek out a little bit and start shooting something. Don't just stay around like this. Secondly... Plat 3, okay. Secondly, once you build up your invis, you want to use that to flank. Right, so you want to use your invis to flank around, look to get a kill, look to one-shot someone, then just get out, continue to farm damage, rinse and repeat. So invis, flank, get out, farm damage, invis, out, right? It's kind of the loop. Okay, so you get your invis here, and you see you have your abilities, but you're just kind of sitting on them. And farming damage for your ultimate is not the worst on Psylock. But I just think that, especially in this position, because you can go here, you can go up here, so you can get behind them and stuff. Especially also because you have a Captain America, so you could be hitting the backline with your Captain America, which means a lot of extra pressure on the enemy backline, so you don't have to rely just on yourself for a one-shot. Which means, by not going around and flanking, you're missing out on a lot of kill potential and pressure. And not even mentioning the fact that you're just kind of wasting your ultimates by just not using them. Okay, you got a kill there. Okay, like, even here, you could just use your invis and kind of try to sneak somewhere. Okay, that's a cheaper town hall. Okay. Okay, enemy Luna used ult. I mean, I get what you were... I understand what you were going for. However, you're still ulting into a Luna ultimate, which is definitely not optimal. Okay, so you were trying to go for a kill. You were trying to go for a kill, like kind of sneaky kill before the enemy gets here. However, number one, the Luna is still ulting, so it's not going to be as effective. And most importantly, your entire team is dead, man. Like, everyone's dead. There's no point for this. You should have done this sooner, if you could. Or just keep it for the next fight. Like, there's no point to ult here. Look at it. Everyone's dead. Hi, coach. Hey, man. How you doing? This is completely wasted. Even in whatever world that you get 1, maybe 2 kills here, but even that's a stretch. Your entire team is dead. So, you're not going to get anything done with this. You know, like, there's just nothing going to get done like this. So, probably should have just gone out, wait for your team, and use your ultimate on the next fight. And also, use your invis to flank around. Sup, coach? Hey, Fiji. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. How about you, bro? Okay, so, could have used your invis a bunch of times. Alright, so you could have used your invis to go around here. Especially, like I said, especially because you have a Captain America. So, for this, like, quick mini VOD review already, I can say, you're not using your invis properly. So, try to use that to just flank around and look for squishes on the enemy backline and getting one-shots on the enemy backline. Especially if you have a Captain America or even a Spider-Man, right? You want to look at your team, see what teammates you have, and maybe look to do something together. And other than that, don't waste your ultimates like this. Doing good, what rank? I think this was platinum or something. Yeah, and then you don't want to waste your ultimates like that. So especially if the Luna is ulting, just have a little bit of patience for 10 seconds and then use your ult after. Okay, and again, look at your team and see, like, if you have an actual team and they're not just dead randomly. Okay. So, that's done. Okay, let me look. Let me get someone from the queue. Okay, I'm gonna get one from Twitch first, because there's more people here. Okay. So, Scarvy, are you here, man? Just paste your replay code if you're here. Okay. And who are you, as in, like, who are you, like, who am I watching? Oh, I'm gonna guess the guy with your name. Yeah. Okay, so Magneto then. Or whatever tank you are. Okay, Magneto.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it? The battle starts in 5, 4...
Any tips for Luna Snowball? Does you use it like Anna Sleep? I knew for the game I play Overwatch. Yeah, kinda like Anna Sleep. But you can also use it a lot more often, because it also gives you a little bit of healing per second. Like, it gives some healing over time to yourself as Luna. So you can also be a bit more... You have a bit more freedom to use it. Of course, if the enemy has a diver or something, you don't want to keep it. I mean, you want to keep it, actually, for the divers. Okay, why aren't we bubbling here? Okay, thank you. I'm about to say, why aren't we bubbling here? Okay, now, instead of walking towards the enemies like this, you know, you're a Magneto, so you have range. You know, why not just stay here and do this, right? So, like, shoot from here, like this, instead of just walking towards them out in the open. You know, and you're also a mag, so you can shoot from a distance. So you could have just done this. And then you almost died because you didn't use bubble. Like, that was definitely a bit too risky. Yeah, there you go. Like, that was way too aggressive and completely out in the open. So, going forward like this on the point is fine, but you don't have to walk into them. Just stay a bit like this. And of course, be faster with your bubble and shield. Wait, do you get rezzed actually? Okay, you get rezzed. Okay, what do we do now? Okay, so you're down 2 players. Okay, that was almost a nice kill. But again, even here you're still kind of in the middle, you know? And it's not the worst, because you're probably not gonna die that fast, but still you can just do this. Or do this, instead of just sitting in between them. Okay, I do like that you checked on your other healer, on like your other teammate. That's nice. Okay, however, you want to keep an eye on your teammate that's going in, as in your Captain America and your magic. Okay, so right here, right? I mean, turning around is fine. But probably not going this far back. Okay, so you take some damage here, and then you go backwards. Okay, my Siri activated. Okay, thank you, Siri. Very cool. And then you go backwards when you're full HP as a tank. Right, so you could have definitely held position, especially because it's just 1 penny attacking you. Okay. And more than that, look at this guy. This guy desperately needs shield right now. Or not shield, bubble. And now again you can't really push because you lost the Captain America. Okay, he's revived, whatever. But you did lose your magic probably the same way. And still, you could have saved him with your bubble if you just paid a bit more attention and you didn't back up like that for no reason. Okay, now you get blinded, whatever. Same here, right? This guy's going in. He's gonna need your bubble. Thank you, yep. Now, he did go a bit too much. Okay, but you see, it's kind of... everything's kind of desynchronized. So, he went in without your help and he died. Then he went in again like an idiot and died. And you could have saved him the first time. Maybe you could have saved your magic as well. But you also died instantly, like before the fight even started on the point here. Which kind of already ruined your entire rest of the point. Constantly jumping for no reason. Yeah, exactly, Synergy. Constantly jumping for no reason as well. Like, you just don't want to constantly jump like this. Okay, again, look, your magic is going in. Your magic is going in. So, when your magic is going in, you can afford to start being a bit more aggressive because the enemy backline is going to be busy dealing with this magic. Which means the tanks are probably not going to get that much healing. So you can afford to be a bit more aggressive, right? You can afford to go a bit more forward. Maybe even get closer so you can actually bubble the magic as well. Right? Like, you definitely could have walked a bit forward. You're also full HP here, right? So you're full HP, your magic is going in. So you can just walk a bit forward, maybe give this guy a bubble. And especially because you're Magneto, which means you're a ranged character, you can just kind of ignore these guys because they're not going to kill you instantly because they are tanks, they don't have the damage. So you can just walk forward, give this guy a bubble, and also shoot everyone that's here because you're a ranged character. So you're helping your magic survive and you're helping kill the backline. Right? Like, yes, these guys are scary, but they're not going to kill you. Like, they're just not going to kill you, especially while you're getting healed. They do not have the damage. Okay, that's an old. Plat is the new silver. Is he using the YouTube queue or to Twitch? I'm using both of them. I'm just going back and forth. So this one is from Twitch. Next one is going to be from the YouTube queue. Okay, that's a nice one. Yep, that's very good. I like this. Okay. Probably should have tried to shield that, maybe. It's whatever. I even here, man. He should stop jumping. Yeah, I should also probably stop jumping. Okay, so even here, like, you have bubble, you're full HP, your backline is getting attacked by people. At the very least, you can afford to, like, take half a second and maybe someone needs bubble here. Maybe someone needs bubble in the backline. Especially because you don't need it, personally. And still, even though that was a nice fight, technically, because you bonked the enemy cloak and dagger and stuff and you used your ultimate, it still goes bad because you're just kind of waiting around for no reason and you're not bubbling your teammates. Okay, let's quickly look at the next one and then we'll hop into the next person. Hey, that bubble. Could say it's a bit wasted because the guy was already out, but not the worst because at least he was low. Okay, now you don't have bubble, you definitely have to touch point. Okay, that's gonna go your Hulk. Okay. Okay, now you have bubble. Maybe someone needs it. Okay, let's see here. Okay, that's not the worst bubble. Okay, that's definitely starting to be a bit too aggressive. Kind of a mech bubble, because the guy is full HP. I mean, he is in the enemy team, but he's just gonna jump out, and he is full HP. Okay, that's nice. But you should kind of not worry about this guy. I mean, it's good that you're trying to push him out, but you should more be focused here so that the enemies don't crash onto the point. Alright, because now they can just walk freely on the point like this. Yeah. So, he should be eating those healers in DPS. Yeah, he's too focused on the tanks. Okay, so, you're way too focused on the enemy tanks. You're not giving bubble to the guy who's diving. What is going on? What is this? Oh my god. Ew. What the hell is this guy hulking out? What is this? What the... Poor Bruce Banner, man. Damn. This is a gamma mutation radiation for sure. Jesus. Oh, oh my god. Wow. This is what radiation does to you guys. Never do radiation. Hulking out for real. Yeah. Hulk Protec. He's focused on tanks. Love your videos, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you, Hugo. Okay, yeah, so going back to the diagnosis, besides this cancerous diagnosis, so you're sitting a bit far passive in the back, you're not really bubbling your teammates, you're just not pushing with your teammates as well, right? Like you'd had that Captain America, you had that Magic, so push a bit more, especially when you're full HP. Push a bit more, and because you died, because you died on the first fight, use cover, right? You want to use cover. So use cover, be more careful with your bubbles, especially on your teammates. Be more aware of your teammates, as in push with your teammates. And the way you do that is like just looking at your teammates. Okay? And yeah, that's about it. And stop jumping and stop being so focused on the tank. Look to shoot the enemy backline more. Yeah. Okay, at least he went back to normal, yeah. At least he's fine now. Yeah, he's fine now. Thank you, Hulk. Mwah. Mwah. Okay, let's go back to the next one. Okay, let's do one from YouTube now. Is that gonna work? I think the command on... Oh, it's not broken. K-O-Ken, are you here? Okay. Hey, DSR, first time watching a live stream of yours. I discovered your YouTube some weeks ago. Thanks for the occasional. It's very well done. Yup. Glad to hear that, man. Kudos to you as well. Another beneficial thing is to stop not view yourself as a one trick or even anything main. Yeah, you don't want to just fall into like full one trick. Can you coach my Ignite team? I don't really coach teams. Because it's just kind of all over the place. Jeremy, hey man. Okay, K-O-Ken, are you here? If you're not here, I'm just gonna move on to the next one. Do you VOD review only ranked games? Ideally, yes, only ranked games, because that's where most of the good stuff is going on. I mean, you can VOD review quick matches, but you really can't take it that seriously. I'm here, okay. Paste your replay code then. Yeah, just paste your replay code and I'll take a quick look at it. Yeah, at least I have a queue this time, because the last few streams have been absolutely a mess, disorganized, all over the place, so at least I have this queue bot this time. Please, me. Just gotta wait in queue, man. Yeah, there's a reason I implemented the queue. I am, man, I am. Yep, you are in queue, but the queue is like a lot of other people. Do you have a streaming schedule? So I try to stream like at least every couple of days. If not, like if I get some free time, I will stream every day or like consecutive days. But other than that, Yeah. Yeah, it's like this time, so like when I started like half an hour ago, so around this time for around 2 hours genuinely, and like that. Did you get the code LOL? No. You didn't paste it. Or at least I didn't see it. After finishing matches, I instantly go into the replay section. Okay, he pasted it. Into the replay section and try to find my mistakes. My number of deaths are reducing as a tank player, but some silly mistakes still keep happening. Yep, I mean, that's good progress, man. If your deaths keep reducing, and every game you try to die less, or like, try to stop making the mistakes that made you die, that's definitely improvement. Okay, who are you? Name is Doctor Strange Thor. Okay, why is your name Doctor Strange Thor and you're not playing Thor or Doctor Strange? That's kind of misleading. That's not nice, man. Why are you lying? Why are you lying? Why are you lying? Yeah, that's just misleading, bro. That's not nice at all. I would like them, but got bored. Yeah, Thor is... Yeah, by the way, R.I.P. Thor. R.I.P. Thor. Strange is fine. Okay, this is... okay, I guess. Maybe a bit out in the open. Okay, not in the open anymore. He has the crosshair. I mean, this is okay, but why not just do it earlier? So, right here, kind of when the enemies are walking up, and you have the cover here. I mean, Jeff is shooting you, but why not use the overdrive here and start shooting this way? Right? Or shoot this guy. Right. Although I think the overdrive is kind of better to be used with the big projectiles, because they do a lot of damage to the backline, which is really annoying. So why not use the overdrive here, or like wait like a second and use it here instead of here. So now you have the overdrive, but you see you're kind of in a bad position to hit anything at this point. Man, you're not really hitting the magic. Like, you've used the overdrive, and I don't think you hit anything. He has the crosshair, bro. Okay, so it's been half of the overdrive, more than half, and that's like the first hit marker you got. So you've wasted like 2/3 of the overdrive, and you didn't really use anything. So with the overdrive, you wanna, if you can, fly up, like where you are here, and shoot the enemy backline. I just fire torpedo. No, they're not torpedoes. Are they torpedoes? Oh, like blasts. Yeah, they should be blasts. So where you were here earlier, you could have used the overdrive and start shooting the enemy backline. Then, fine, let's say this is whatever, you've wasted it. Your default is to just start shooting the tank instantly. I think I got scared, to be fair, in the map and ran behind my team. Hey Makina, how you doing, man? Good to see you here, bro. Okay, so after you've done this, your first instinct is to instantly shoot the tank. A full HP tank. Why not, again, shoot the enemy backline? Like, the overdrive, especially the big blasts from the overdrive, are incredibly good for shooting the enemy backline, because the guys have basically one option, or like two options. They either eat it, they try to hide, but then it puts them into this awkward position where they have to hide from it, but then that means they maybe can't see their tanks. But then if they don't hide, they're gonna just eat your blasts. So you definitely want to use the overdrive on the enemy backline, I think. Especially because they changed it in like the last season, where the overdrive beam is actually not that much more powerful than the regular beam. Or maybe that was the gamma. I think that was the gamma, actually. Yeah, the beam is not bad. But, and here, by the way, like, why are you walking here? You know, you're a flyer. That was Gamma, yeah. You're a flyer. You have the option to just fly and you walk into them. Like, just play up here. And again, kind of don't worry about the tanks yourself. Unless they're like really in your face or in your backline. So you should probably shoot this guy because he's killing your Mantis, right? Like, stay above and blast this guy or blast the enemy healers because you have the blast, right? You have the advantage of being a flyer where you can just play above, and you have the long range blasts where you can just blast the enemy squishes. Instead, you're walking in melee range. Okay, what's happening here? Okay, you lose the tank. Blast, blast, blast. Even here, why not use the blast, like the overdrive sooner? Especially when you see like many enemies. Okay, now you really shouldn't be fighting that, yeah, thank you. Really shouldn't be fighting that. Okay, yeah, that's better. Yep. There's no one there, bro. There's no one here. There's no one here. There's no one there. There's no one here. Yeah, this is why they're gonna change Jeff, by the way. This is why they're changing Jeff. I was scared of team dying to Jeff, so trying to zone him out. I guess that's one reason. But then you would just have to completely play Peel if you want to deal with the Jeff, and even then it's kind of Bio Machina, yeah, that's the guy. He's a really good Psylock. Yeah. Still kind of out in the open. Like, and you don't need to fly close. Like, you don't need to fly close. Okay, so you can just play around cover, you know, play around here, you can fly above. Here again, that's why I keep hitting tank to trying to protect my team too much. Yeah, so definitely for you should be focusing a lot more on the enemy squishes. Maybe the Jeff is fine, especially if he's diving your backline, but other than that, I mean, I don't even know where these guys are. Right, okay, now, let's say, now that the enemy backline is dead, then you can kind of look at the tanks. But other than that... Oh, never mind, there it is. But other than that... Yeah, this was... Ooh. This is definitely a panic hold. So, let's look at this. You are... 50 HP, 55 HP when you use your ultimate. The fact that Mantis used her ultimate is incredibly lucky. So what was this ultimate, man? Completely panic ult. So I think what you need is to figure out what you want to be doing in this game. As in, genuinely. Take 5 seconds, press tab, and figure out, okay, what should I be doing? They have an enemy Jeff. Maybe I could kill him when he goes for my backline. That's one option. Other than that, well, they have a magic, so I definitely need to be flying high up, because I don't want to be next to her. And then, okay, I should just be killing the enemy backline. Right? You see this map. Okay, so this is the map. Are there any good positions? Let me figure it out. Okay, maybe this is a good position. Maybe this is a good position. Okay, so you need a game plan. And then, with your ultimate as well, it needs a game plan. Okay, I have my ultimate. When can I use it? Well, they have a cloak. They have a rocket. Maybe I can use it on the Cloak and Dagger ultimate because she's gonna be stationary. You know, instead of just randomly yeeting it out there. So, and you also didn't kill the magic, by the way. You also didn't kill the magic. What's up? Hey, founding my trash. What rank is... I think it was gold. Right? And you also altered the magic, which is just a bad target overall, because... Look at this. She can just portal away. So, what you should be doing, what the things like your main issue, or what could help you is... Figure out a game plan. What do you want to be doing? Do you want to peel for the Jeff or whatever else is in the game? Right? Or do you want to just hit the enemy squishes? Probably hitting the enemy squishes is better. Then, same for your overdrive. You should probably think about using it on the enemy squishes. Then, you think about the map. Okay, what's the map look like? What are good positions? Where can I be? Where should I fly? Then, when should you think about using your ultimate? Well, like I said earlier, the enemy has Cloak and Rocket, so probably using your keeping your ultimate for the Cloak ultimate might be a good idea. If not, you can just throw it into the enemy team, not into a magic, because you do get it quite fast. So what you need is taking 5 seconds, pressing tab, and thinking about what you want to be doing. Other than everything else I've said. Okay, let me do one from Twitch now. G Mister, are you here, bro? There was a very good magic on the enemy team and she was destroying my team, so I switched to Iron Man and we won the match. She couldn't do anything as I... Yup, there you go. There you go. Right? Thinking about what you actually want to be doing in a game can help a lot, because you don't want to just go in there, run in there like a headless chicken. You can skip the Groot part, okay. So I can cloak while they are the third dash ult, yeah. So you can just use your ult on the cloak, because it's kind of like a Magneto ultimate. You know, you're using it to one-shot the cloak in her ultimate. They're nerfing all the interesting aspects of the game for Marvel COD. Yeah. I mean, you're still kind of making the same issue as last time, as in you're walking forward. You're definitely a bit too eager, maybe? You're maybe a bit too eager. Probably not the worst in this case, but you see, you take damage. You instantly went to half HP just because you went forward. You know. What if the Hela headshot you? What if the Hela headshot you? What if even the Adam headshot you? So you're still kind of making the same issue as the last time I watched you, as in you're just walking a bit too eager. Like, see? You're still kind of making that mistake of being the first thing the enemy sees. Like, as a DPS like this, you shouldn't really be the only thing the enemy sees, right? Look at this, there's 5 enemies looking in your direction. And you don't know, maybe this guy hits a lucky headshot, maybe this guy hits a lucky headshot, and you instantly die right here. So, you don't know and you don't want to risk it like that. Now, you do get a kill, but in a different game, they kill you first. Right, and you see, even though you get a kill, right, you still take a lot of damage, right? And you take a lot of damage and you put yourself in a lot of risk like this. Now, you could have done the same peek, maybe from here, if you wanted, right? So you at least have some cover. Or you could have let your Emma peek first, maybe. But this was probably better. Maybe you can even go from like around here and peek like this. Right, instead of just completely walking out into the open. Okay, breaking that, yeah, that's fine. Although I think you saw him. Not really sure. Okay, so after this... Right, so you see the Wolverine. you break this, you see him again over there, or maybe you didn't, and then you kind of forget about him. And also, by the way, you should be breaking this, specifically because you don't want flankers to take this route like this. Do I necessarily need to send you a replay ID? Ideally, yes, but I can look at your history and pick one. Would you review my quick play round? I feel like I've made a lot of mistakes at Storm. Yeah, I mean, just join the queue. And I'll get to you once the queue is there. Okay, but you see, you did kind of forget about this guy. Now, he does die, but you still kind of forgot about him. And then you're still just walking slightly a bit too forward. See, like, you almost died here again. And because you're just way, way too forward for a DPS. Yeah, okay, so that's fine, but you see, like, your general issue is that I see you walking way too forward. Even the last time I VOD reviewed you, or like Mini VOD reviewed you, you had kind of the same issue, as in you're getting way too pushy or like greedy with it. Now, it's not the worst all the time, but you definitely want to, at the very least, you want to keep an eye on your tank and make sure you are never, or at least almost never, in front of them. Right? You always want them to be slightly in front of you so that they can absorb the damage for you. Here there aren't many areas to off-angle. Yup. And, I mean, yes and no. As in, you can off-angle, like I said earlier, you could try to off-angle a little bit from here. You could even try to do something a bit more fancy by going here, although this is definitely very risky. But it's something worth trying. I think you can jump here, but probably not. On Hawkeye, yeah, I don't think you can jump here. Unless you, like, jump on this thing and then you jump here. I don't know, actually. But, and by the way, off-angling doesn't necessarily mean going out of your way to somewhere. So off-angling can simply be created by being slightly off from your team, like you were on that first time you went forward. But that was kind of an off-angle, although very, very shallow. But it was a bit of an off-angle. It's just that you were a bit too forward as well. So you see, this is kind of the positioning I think is better. Right? As in, you're still kind of forward, but at the very least, you're behind your tank, as in, she can absorb some damage for you, right? Whereas if you just kind of stay next to her, then you're almost acting as a tank. Just wait until the mid-season update, this man Hawkeye, yeah, you're gonna... I mean, why do you even bother playing Hawkeye? It's gonna be banned next season anyway. Just forget about it. Yeah, so that's fine. Okay, going for a kill here is interesting. Should probably jump into the... Yeah, thank you. Okay. Yeah, wait. Again, see, this time it did get you killed. Like, okay, let's say you don't die here, right? You don't die. Where do you jump, man? You jump right here in front of 5-6 enemies. See, so... Right? Even if you don't die in the air, you would still land here, which is in front of, like, 5 enemies with had old cloak ult. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, actually. Okay, maybe this was just unlucky. Yeah, that was a bit unlucky. But still, you still kind of have this habit of just going in there. And as a DPS, you shouldn't really be going in there. You know, that's the tank jobs. You still have to play around that you would get headshot, yeah. Even in cloak ult, you still have to play around getting headshot, like Machina said. Right, so you kind of have this trend, because I saw you last time as well, like I said, to just go a bit too much in there. Okay, and here, an off angle could be very simple, like maybe here, right? Like this would be an off angle. Although very, very slight, but it's still kind of an off angle, right? Although very, very shallow. Right, so anywhere where the enemies are looking, right? As you see, actually, the way this guy is shooting. So if we imagine this This is like the main line of fight, right? Because it's literally a line right now. So an off angle is anywhere not on this line. So even though you would be here, it's still slightly off, right? It's still slightly off the main line. That's why it's an off angle. He could be a good tank. Yeah, man, you should play tank the way you're just going in so much. Okay, so like even this is an off angle, although this time again you're just way out there. Right, but that's an off angle. That would be considered an off angle. Gonna headshot this? Almost. Okay, they used ults. Yeah. Yeah, I think in general you're a bit greedy and just going out there, like even here. Why are you walking out into the open like this? Okay, so you get mind controlled. You go back, which is fine. But then you start walking forward in front of all the enemies by yourself. You see? And you die. So, for you, definitely be more mindful of your position. Okay? Be more mindful of your position. Okay. Time for YouTube now. Because I'm just going back and forth. So I'm doing one from Twitch, one from YouTube. So I can get to both of everyone. If the bot would actually work. Shu, are you here, bro? Are you here, man? I played my first game on Loki Luna on both teams. It was 40 seconds. Yeah. Luna Loki is definitely like 30 seconds of just being AFK. Okay, man, if you're here, just paste your replay code and I'll take a quick look. Thanks for keeping in mind not to push up. Yep. Just kind of try to do like I said, making sure that your tank is at least a bit in forward, in front of you, so that they can actually absorb some damage for you and you're not the first thing the enemy sees. Okay, need a replay ID. Or you can just give me your in-game name, I guess. If you don't really have one replay, just let me know what to look for. Yeah. Gave you my in-game name. Did you? Am I just not seeing messages? So is this you then? It's just true, okay. Okay, so I can... Probably any loss of this. Who do you normally play? Kind of everything. So Magneto and support. Would you rather have me send a Psylock game or Hela? Whichever you want. Okay, so... Do you want a tank? Do you want a support game? I guess we can take a look at some tank maybe. Well, this game is kind of a stomp, so... I send a Psylock game so you can learn from mine too. Did you send it on Discord or... Wait, this might just be a team diff, as I saw some... The way I saw some teammates. Oh, I'm nexting you, okay. This game I actually know why I lost on the second half, okay. The replay also bugged, so... Let me reset it. Okay. Yeah, seeing the teammates here, this might just be a... Never mind, because you got what? Yeah. Hello, hey Ref, yeah, I did your VOD review a little bit earlier, if you just wanna go back into the VOD.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, if you get your soul pulled here, and you're this far back, you can just walk like a few steps back, and so that she doesn't farm free energy here. Right, because it's quite far away. If you just take like, you see, if you take like 2 steps back, it's gonna break that. And she's not gonna farm free energy, free beam energy, so you can like take maybe a few steps back. Like, it's not the worst, but you definitely don't want to give her free beam energy. Okay, walking back there is fine. Could also have maybe bubbled here yourself. Instead of getting that much chunked, like getting chunked that much by the crystal. Okay, now where's the other team? Wait, have you solo tank? You are. Yeah, now they're gonna have high ground, and you're kind of screwed here. Because you're solo tank. Yeah, that's fine. Probably should bubble that guy, yep, there you go. But you should probably take a look behind you. You can probably take a look behind you. Because your guys are gonna get harassed by this. So, what if you look behind you? Are they getting harassed? A little bit. Not that much. They block that, that's fine. Could also probably try shooting at this Iron Man. Or like, he's right here. Could probably try shooting at him a little bit, especially because these guys are just out of it by now. Now, he does die, but you could have shot at him yourself as well. Okay, nice kill. They used lamp. That was kind of a wasted bubble from them. Okay, push, push, push. Think you could have tried to anticipate the bubble for this guy? For the Star-Lord? Maybe. Right? You could have tried to anticipate it and try to use it instantly on this guy as soon as you had it. Maybe. Okay, this is fine.
I require some aid.
There they are. It's okay. Admit it. You need me.
Yeah, let's see here, shoot, shoot, shoot. You can also, by the way, shoot the clones. You can shoot the clones a bit. I mean, bro sent a top 50 game, of course, yeah. That's why I have to say, at this level, VOD reviews are going to be a lot more nitpicky just because the level is going to be very high. So, it's not going to be like, hey bro, just don't stand in the fire. It's going to be a lot more nitpicky, and it's going to be a lot more hypothetical, as in, maybe you could have done this instead, or you could have tried this instead. Yeah, this shield here is probably a bit wasted, because the guy is full HP and he's already out. Like, this bubble here is probably wasted. Yeah, maybe. I mean, you probably... It does make sense to bubble him if he goes into, like, farm damage with his E. But maybe that was a bit of a wasted bubble. Then, if the enemies start pushing you like this, it means, right, like you see the enemy Magneto is just, right, so they're playing very kind of passive right now, and then all of a sudden they start being super aggressive like this. It means something is up, and what was up is that your squirrel girl died. Now, she does get rezzed, but it still means you're down the res, and they also have a lot of ults. You also have a ton of ults. Right, but it means they're going to be looking to do something. Okay, bubble here was probably fine. Probably fine. But if the enemies start pushing up into you like this, it means something is about to go down. So maybe start going a bit backwards. You know, start going a bit backwards. A bit backwards. And try to prepare for what's about to come. You see, you're kind of almost maybe cut a bit too forward, as in the enemies are starting to be very aggressive. And they're kind of collapsing onto you. Yeah, especially a solo tank, because a solo tank, they can just walk over you. And especially as Magneto, that doesn't really have any way to just stop the enemy. Like, if you are the Thing or something, if you are the Thing or Emma, then maybe you can just brawl a little bit, but if they get in your face as Magneto, there's not that much you can do. Right, so if you see, generally, if the enemies start being hyper aggressive, you don't want to just stay here, because then they're gonna collapse onto you. Right, so here, when you see this guy, like, genuinely get in your face like this, maybe start giving... That's okay to give a little bit of space, right? Especially if you see yourself that you can't really push him away, and that his entire team is also following. Alright, so that's why maybe you lose this fight, because you kind of got left behind by your team. Now, it is unfortunate that you had... Especially because they have an Emma, right? Where is it? Although she did come from the other side. Right? But because you kind of got left behind, the Emma also caught you here. Which is why you had to use the bubble for yourself. And then you can't bubble your Star-Lord. And he get... To be fair, this is like a next level bonk. Yeah, this is a next level Magneto bonk, so... This is really good by the enemy Magneto. But you see, you were forced to use the bubble because you got left behind in a bad position. And now you're bubbling back. I'm not sure why you're bubbling back. Maybe to kill the Luna. But you don't really have anyone who can break the shield. I think this is more a panic ult than anything. I mean, you can bonk some of these people, but they have Magneto who can just shield it. They have Emma who can again just shield it. So I don't think this ultimate is that good here. Right? Do you think this was good? Do you think this was a good ultimate? Okay, you get a kill. By the way, you should not get a kill here. Like, this shouldn't happen. Like, this shouldn't happen. Right? This was an enemy misplay more than you having a good ultimate. Okay. And then you kind of greed for a kill, which, by the way, you should have died here. Like, what is this greed, man? Like, this is high-level greed, bro. What? You know there's a... I hope you know there's a health pack here. Because at this level, you should be familiar with the map. Like, what is this greed, bro? What is this greed? Look at this. Like, what is this greed? Now, look at this. So, the fact that you don't die here is pure insanity and pure luck. You should have died here 100%. Yeah. So, try not to panic ult. And think about your positioning. As in, like, try to go for the push and pull of the game. Right? So, if the enemies start being hyper aggressive, it's okay to give a little bit of space. You know, maybe get them closer to your side where you can fight better. Instead of going into them where they can kind of collapse on you. And then, don't grid like this, right? Just don't grid like this. Like, this is just pure grid. Right? There's nothing else to say other than just, like, this is just full-on greed. You know? Like, look where you are compared to your team. Like, this is just full-on greed. So you should have died here. Okay? Okay, let me see one from Twitch now. Damn, that's actually a lot of people in queue. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to all of them. Wait, Machina, are you still here? I don't think you're here anymore. Wait, why did you leave the queue or something? Oh. Wait, or was W Noma earlier? I think he was earlier. Right, let me see. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, he was a bit earlier than you, so you are after him. Yeah. Okay. Who are you? I sent a Psylock game. I am Diamond 2, Diamond 1, GM3. Oh, this is actually great, because Machina is an insane Psylock, so he might be able to... Oh, never mind, you play... Wait, who are you? You say you're Psylock, right? Okay, so you're this? Oh, no, yeah, never mind, my bad. My bad. What do you think about the Thing? I never see him as a threatening character to play against. I never tried that character. He can be good. He can be good, it's just that it's certainly easier to play against him, because he doesn't really have range, he doesn't really have shields. Okay, let's see here. Okay, going up. You did hear a guy to your left, by the way. I mean, you don't see him right now, but I can hear a punch to my left. Also feel like I played good, but still couldn't play good enough to win. Okay, let's take a look. So you can hear people, like, punching to your left. Right, where is he? There he is. Right, like, I hear punching to my left. So you could try to shoot this guy if you hear him. You probably didn't, but whatever. And then going like this, yep. Okay, using invis. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, going around. It's also nice that you went with the Black Panther. Okay. Now, I don't know if you should be shooting the Loki clones for the first thing, although at least you're shooting something. But now you should definitely switch your attention to, like, these people. Okay. Like, why aren't you shooting here? Okay, you destroyed the clones, which is okay. But why aren't you shooting the enemies? Like, why not shoot where... Yeah, you could have shot this guy, you could shoot a little bit here. Like, why are you just watching? Surprising them with one shot. Maybe? But... You want to keep shooting? And then why are you shooting from a distance here? Instead of just using your invis to walk closer. because you have your invis. And even though they see you, you're still going to get there faster, and you're going to have a higher chance of actually killing something. Now, you don't have your shurikens, but you have your Emma team up, which does some extra damage. I think it's like 20% extra damage or 30% extra damage. Or like the clone does 20-30%. So you have your invis, you also have double dashes. And so instead of maybe shooting from a distance like this, while also walking forward. What? So you're shooting from a distance, which, like, you're just not gonna kill anyone from that distance, but you're also walking forward towards them. You know, like just walking forward while shooting. And you almost died, by the way. So you don't dash, you don't use invis, you shoot from Narnia, while you also could have shot these people, by the way. Still, probably not the best, because this is a nicer target, because they're all the way isolated. But you had way better opportunities here. Instead, you just walk forward. And you did almost die. So, if the Hela here, by the way, I'm pretty sure if the Hela headshots you here, you're dead. Right, so, because, yeah, if the Hela headshots you, you're dead because you're at 161. I'm pretty sure that's exactly how much Hela does on a headshot. I think. So, yeah. Why do we just walk to... He's just walking menacingly. Nah, man, you could have used your invis, you could have used your dashes, and you don't want to randomly... In the invis is way better to engage and flank than it is to disengage, because if you disengage with your invis, the enemies can still shoot you. You don't disappear from the world. It's just that it's going to be a bit harder, because they don't know exactly where you are, but you can still be shot and you can still die through your invis. However, if you flank with the invis, yeah, they might be able to hear it and whatever, but they still can't see you. So you're going to be taking them by surprise a lot more. Machina, what do you think? How can my game get reviewed? You joined the queue. I think just getting closer with invis to do more damage, yeah. And then you stay super close here. Okay, so like pushing like this, probably not the worst because you did just wipe them. However, you're definitely getting into like super way too close territory. Especially as the enemy tanks start walking up. Yeah, you want to be as close as possible without being in danger. Yep, exactly. And here you also have your invis, so you could probably just, as the enemy tanks are walking up, you could maybe look to invis around here, or you could maybe look to invis, or this is a bit longer, but you could look to invis and go around. This is probably the better one. Yeah, this is probably because it's also the fastest. Funny how many people have W key issues. Yeah, yo, Mega Shield, bro, with the 20. Thank you, bro. It's nice to see you on the stream, man. Right, like, again, you're just sitting way too close. Especially if the Emma has a... Especially if the enemies have an Emma. Right, like, this is way too much overstaying. Right, so going earlier here is not the worst, because you did just wipe them. Maybe even this is not the worst, but the moment you see their enemy tank walk up like this, right? The moment you start seeing the enemy tanks, this is definitely overstaying territory. Right? Like you shouldn't really repeat. Like you see the enemy Emma, you see the enemy Thor charging up. You're staying here way too long. Right? You just get destroyed. Yeah, where is their tank? I don't even know where their tank is, but yeah, you're staying here way too long. You want to use your invis whenever you have it. When you have your invis, you want to look for it, or like use it to look for a flank, look for an enemy squishy backline. Okay, do you not have a tank? No, you have an Emma, she's dead. Where is it? Now, using the Emma here, kind of a waste, maybe. Like, this is definitely a losing fight, because you don't have the tank. You really shouldn't be fighting here. Especially this close. And, now you did use your invis to get out of spawn. But this is where maybe you could look for a flank. Although, I did say you did just lose your tank. So this is kind of a scuffed fight already, just because you lost your tank. Okay. Okay, but now, after you got healed with Luna, you can just use your invis and look for something here. Right? Maybe you can look. You could have definitely killed this guy if you just flank, right? And you can very easily flank like this. You can definitely flank like this. You can even flank like this with your invis. And also, let me see if it's actually possible. Nah, it wasn't possible because the guy is too far away, but especially because you have a Black Panther, you should be looking to kind of coordinate with him and dive the enemy backline as possible, or like together, because then you get as much pressure as possible. Okay, so here firing damage is fine, whatever. Okay, but after you get healed and you have your invis, right? So like here, instead of just doing random damage on the tanks, while it's not bad because you're building up ultimate charge, since you have your invis and all of the other cooldowns, you can just look for a flank. You can even genuinely, you could probably even just walk straight up like this, right? And maybe like, you would definitely have gotten a free kill here if you used it there, right? And again, you have your dash to just get out if you want to use go to this guy here, you know. So you want to be looking with your flank, you want to be looking for isolated targets like this, right? In the backline, the enemy backline. I'm Celestial 2 now, coach. Your videos, nice, man. Good to hear that. I'm back again after a horrible match. Yeah, at least got 175 days in Duolingo. That's pretty impressive, though. 175, that's more than I've ever had on Duolingo. Hey, DSR, how long are you going to be streaming for? Just wondering. Probably like another hour. Yeah, probably like another hour. Okay, and now it's kind of too late to do anything because the enemy just used all of their cooldowns. Well, not all of their cooldowns. They used Cloak ult, and your team is kind of in Narnia, and your Luna is dead. You're down 2 people. The rest of your team is just 2 guys. So this is definitely a bit too aggressive. And again, you're using that invis to disengage. Yeah, like you should do that more often. And also, why aren't we looking for an ultimate? Why are we not keep looking for an ultimate? Like, maybe look for an ultimate over here. They have Loki, but you could probably bait out the lamp. Like, why aren't we looking for an ultimate? Okay, now it's a bit too late for an ultimate. 1000 CCC pulling back in. Yeah, I think your main issue is generally just not using that invis to look for flanks. So you're missing out on a lot of value and potential kills by just not using the invis to flank around. Or at least you're just using it to disengage, and like I said, it's not the best used to disengage. You wanna flank around with your invis, get closer to the enemies, do some damage, and also you had that issue where you overstayed way too much and got destroyed by the enemy Emma. Yeah. Okay, let me do one from YouTube now. Marv. Okay, Marv, let's see what's got here. User is Marv, die 1 during game, but just hit GM. Okay. Okay, thank you. No worries, man. Yep. Lots of follows today as well. Thank you guys for the follows on Twitch. And the super chat from Mega Shield again. Thank you, man.
The battle starts in 5.
Okay.
4,
You're playing strange. Why are we not using instantly portal?
2, 1.
Right. Why not instantly use portal? Because you have 4 minutes. The portal cooldown is 3 minutes. So if you portal now and it goes badly, you can still portal again before the round ends. So why not portal right here? Are you gonna portal? No. Why aren't you portaling? It's genuinely one of the most broken abilities in the game. And you can use it 2 times per round, because 1 round is 4 minutes. So you can use it on the first attack, and you can use it again later if the round goes bad, but you have the option to just use it here. Alright, so you don't lose anything really, you just maybe lose some time if it goes badly, but it still gives you a higher chance to get something out of it than just walking to the point. Alright, so you could portal, I don't know, you could split, why is this so slow? So you could portal split, maybe you can portal here, maybe you can portal instantly in their back and kind of try to flip the map. Yeah, I don't know what Mega Shield actually thinks about portaling on this map, because he's actually got some quite creative portals. So I should portal every 4... Yeah, especially, not especially, on attack, you should portal the first fight. Not on domination, because the fight on domination is maybe a bit different, as in it's kind of there's no really good opportunities to portal on domination. You can still do it, but it's less good than on a convoy attack maps. Right, so on attack on convoy, you can definitely, and you should, portal the first fight on convoy attack. So on payload maps on attack, you should definitely portal. Okay, so that's one thing. Okay, so you want to take this side, okay. Okay, why are we dropping down here? You just wasted your flight. Was this a misclick, or why are we dropping down here? Why not just go through here, where you have the high ground? Okay, oh, we did not waste flight. That was the jump from, that was the rocket pack, never mind. Convoy is 3 paths. I mean, technically, yeah. Okay, so if you didn't have the rocket jump, you would have wasted your flight. So definitely don't want to jump off of the high ground like that. Nice. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, but here, maybe never mind. It's actually kind of a nitpick. Yeah, so you could have portaled the first fight. Okay, you are red. Okay, let me speed it up a little bit. I think you could have afforded to be a bit more aggressive earlier. Like here. I think you can afford to be, although this guy is over here, but you didn't know about him. Can you VOD view console? Yup, if you just have a replay code, I should be able to. Like here, I think you could be a bit more aggressive, because you just captured the point. Which means these guys should not really be fighting here, because you just captured the point.
Miniature metal spiders.
You're left now. You're left now. Right? Even here, because your Magneto is so far forward, and you're also full HP. Like, why aren't you being a bit more aggressive here? You know? You're full HP, the payload is literally pushing up your ass. You can afford to, like, be a bit more aggressive, walk up a bit more. I don't know why you're playing so defensive. Yeah. Yeah, that's a nice flyback. I think maybe you're a bit too focused on the enemy tanks. Like, you definitely could have gone for the backline maybe more. Okay, taking space here is fine. That's a nice peel. What is this ultimate? I was literally about to say maybe you're keeping your ultimate a bit too much. But it wasn't really a good opportunity to use it earlier. Okay, so you get it now. You peel here, this is fine. Now you don't have your burst. However, you do have your flight. Like, what is this ultimate, man? Like, what is this? Like what is this? By Christoph, man. Like what is this? Like what is this? This is a panic ult, for sure. Eye of Mama Coco, yep. Alright, so I couldn't tell you, yeah, man. So if you're not gonna use it in like the best moment, at least keep it, like, be a bit more patient. Although in this case, right, so you don't really have your burst, so you might want to keep it for the burst, but even when you use it, you still don't have your burst, and you have your flight, so you could fly and use it here. This guy is a bit too far away by the time you use it, but you could definitely fly and use it here. And then you also use it next to a mag who can use his shield to block it. So you don't have your burst, you have your flight, but it's also just one mag next to you. So what is this ultimate? Like, completely wasted ultimate. Yeah, and I think you were literally about... Okay, maybe not literally about to capture the point, but... Yeah, like... So you've just wasted your ultimate entirely. Okay, let me see when you actually get completely stomped, just to see what happens. Okay, fighting there, yeah, that's fine. Fight here. Okay, you can back away. It's definitely a bit too maybe aggressive, like you're half HP and you're peeking into 3 enemies with half HP. And your healers, you don't even have LOS of your healers. Okay, looks like we have found a kind of another issue here. You're half HP, you're peeking into the enemies, and your healers don't even see you. Like, you almost got bonked here, by the way. Alright, so you don't have LOS of your healers. And there is, of course, something as going forward and taking space, but when you go forward and take space, you want to make sure that you have the assistance of your team. Right? Especially your healers. Right, that was definitely a bit too close for comfort. Okay, that's a nice big burst. Oh, never mind, it just blows up. Okay, see, you are turning around, although in this case it's to look for the Bucky ult, but you could be turning around a bit more, right? Like earlier when you did not even have vision of your healers, or like your healers didn't have vision of you. Okay, now I don't know why you still try to fight. Or why you still try to fight with super low HP into 5 enemies. Right, like you could have gone back earlier and tried to play some cover instead of trying to completely fight them like this. So you get blinded. They still have cloak ultimate. I mean, it just escapes now, but you are half HP. You're discorded. I think I intentionally died. I guess that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Okay, I'm not gonna watch all of it, but so far, definitely a Pepega ultimate. Like, that ultimate was just Pepega. Right? You don't want to be using it like that. Like, you don't want to have panic ults ever. Right? Panic ults is one of the worst mistakes you can make, because you lose your ultimate, which is a lot of value. So you never want to panic ult like that. Right? And the way you don't panic ult, by the way, is the moment you have your ultimate. That was my worst ult in the... Yep. So the way you want to think about ultimate is the moment you have it, or even when you get it like 80%, 90%, already in the back of your mind, it should be going this idea. Okay, I'm gonna have my ultimate, or I have my ultimate. I'm gonna use it the first time I get, right? Or like you're kind of already anticipating opportunities to use your ultimate. So for example, for Strange, you could be anticipating, okay, so the enemies have to be a bit close, they have to be a bit clumped up, I need to be close enough for them to, for my ult to actually hit. I probably should have my flight so I can fly over them and ult in the air, and I should probably be high energy, I should have my, like my burst, right? So you're premeditating and anticipating when you're gonna use your ultimate, so that you use it, or like, so that you use it kind of when you predicted, instead of just yeeting it out there. So you're premeditating instead of reacting to it. Right? It's not a reaction ultimate, it's anticipated. And then, of course, make sure to turn around and that your healers can actually see you. And don't try to fight when you're super half HP. Or like super low HP or half HP. Okay, next one from Twitch then. Hey, Machina. Alright. Now, is this me just gonna be... Do you just want me to glaze you? Is that why you're here? Because I can glaze, man. I can glaze. I'm gonna glaze all over you. Do feel like I hold my ult for too long. Yep. Yeah, bro just wants me to glaze him. Yeah, you get... Do you have the Iron Man? No, not the Iron Man. The Wolverine. Where's the Wolverine? I just heard him. Oh, he's over there. Can we maybe go around to the left? Yeah, can we maybe go to the left? Like, look for something to the left? Maybe? Because you have all of your stuff. Like, maybe, is that really biomechanic? Yeah, he is. Like, maybe look for the left here, something? Maybe. Okay, you look for something here. Yeah, the reason I don't think this is that good, because you're walking into an Emma. Like, yeah, these guys have squishes, but you are walking into an Emma, and it's also just a straight line like this, which is kind of awkward, right? Because there's just one path. Right? Like there's just one path. This is why I said maybe look for something on the left, because maybe even if this guy is not here, you can still, like, you can see it. First of all, it's an off angle, right? But you can see different opportunities maybe. Just wondering, how do I inquire over coaching and how much is it? The coaching link should be in the YouTube description. Like on any of my videos, it should be like the first link. Alright, so this is definitely maybe like the worst play out of everything else. So going left here is probably still not gonna be great. Right? It's probably still not gonna be great because you are heavily contested. But yeah, like, I don't think there's ever a world where you walk forward like this, especially into an Emma. I don't think this is a play you should ever really make. Alright, so it's a straight line, they can shoot you, there's an Emma, these guys are so far away. Yeah, I think the genuine play here was, so you farm here, and you could maybe go right now with your invis, like this. Maybe. But since you get super pushed up like this, probably not. Right? Maybe you could have done that. However, I still think like the better option would just be to try to go left. Like maybe go from left, from something here. Maybe you can one-shot. Maybe you can one-shot this guy. Maybe you can one-shot. I don't. Never mind. He has the passive. Right, so maybe you can look for something from the left. Maybe. But yeah. Because you see, by also by not going left, you're also just giving them free reign to take this side. So if you went to this lane first, because this is technically like a different lane, right? If you went to this lane first, even if you don't really get a kill, at the very least, you don't allow them to take it for free. Hello, sir, long-time viewer. First off, I want to say your voice is absolutely majestic. Secondly, no worries, man. Yeah. So definitely going left here was probably the better play. And then here, this is... I don't think you ever do this. It's just bad. It's just bad. Yeah, I don't think you ever even try this. I spent just 5 minutes talking about the same play over and over. Okay, shoot here, that's fine. That's a nice invis. Why not look for Raccoon here? Was he too far away? Maybe? No, I still think you could have maybe looked for the Raccoon, although it would be in front of his face, which is not ideal. But you do have the Emma team up. So maybe you could have looked for Raccoon here. Yeah. Especially because these guys are going to get healed by Raccoon and they're going to get healed by the Luna as well. And also, by the way, what if this guy has leap and out of nowhere you get leaped here and he grabs you? Because you were super close to him. You know, what if he instantly reacts, like dashes, grabs you, and probably you die? Probably not actually, but it's still a lot dangerous. So I think here you could have looked for Raccoon. He is a bit far away, but yeah, I still think Raccoon is way better than these guys. Because then, if you go into Raccoon, you're also technically a bit further away from like the big danger, which is this guy can grab you, Emma can grab you. Could you ask Biomachina if this Psylock skin makes him play better? I started playing better after buying it, so it probably does. Does this skin make you play better, man? Help the people. The people are curious. How do I submit replays though? You join the queue and just send the replay code in the chat when I ask for it. Yeah, so I think you should probably look for the... Raccoon. Especially because you also have the Emma stuff, right? And everything else. Yeah, I think you probably could have looked Raccoon there. Yeah, you want to match this guy, that's fine. Yeah. That was... I mean, the one eye person, the worst on... What? The one eye person, the worst on is... The one I performed the worst on is the Red Hood skin, but the color variation of this one makes me play better. So, yeah, man, you heard him. Yeah. So you heard him, right? If you want to play better, just buy this skin, but play in the, like, the color variation. And don't buy... I also agree, the Red Hood skin for Psylock is probably her worst one. I just don't like it. The shoulders are kind of weird, and the hat is kind of bad as well. I don't really like that. I can see the appeal, but I'm not a big fan of it either. Yeah, also, this is kind of risky. I have the white version. Yeah, I'll just play with that. This is also kind of risky, because I'd probably drop... Do you see him earlier? Okay, so you do see him here. Why are you walking, like, still staying here? Right? Like, why are you still staying here if you see him in this face, in your face like this? I think you're probably trying to greed for the Psylock. Yeah, I can't really look for something here. I was duo with Invis, I knew he would pull... Okay. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, that's fine then. That makes sense. Wait, who's Invis? Zenny. Okay. Okay, so you ult here. Okay, Invis flank. Nice. Oh, that was so close. You still get him though, right? Yeah, that's fine. Psylock maybe. So this is definitely... This is fine-ish. You do have the... Wait, is your Luna dancing as well? Yeah, never mind. And you have Snowflake. Yeah, never mind. I think you can very easily to afford to just keep fighting here, because you have the Snowflake and your Luna is using ult, so you're gonna get a shit ton of healing from the Snowflake with Luna ult. So I think you could have kept just shooting here maybe. Right, instead of kind of wasting your invis like this. Right, because if you kept it... I wanted to set up to try to kill Luna. Yeah. Yeah. I still think you kind of wasted it. But she moved opposite. Oh, you thought this guy was gonna move here instead of going to the right. So you thought the Luna was gonna come this way. I see. Yeah, I see. Still think it's maybe a bit early. Yeah, so yeah, this guy could have gone back here and then it would have been better. Kind of hard to say. The Magic X-Men skin, yeah, the X-Men skins are great as well. Yeah, kind of have to say, yeah, I do think it was a bit too early. I definitely think you could have kept shooting for like at least 1 or 2 more seconds. Because again, you had the Snowflake from Luna ult and no one was even looking at you. So maybe you could have... Yeah, I probably definitely could have kept it for like 1 or 2 seconds. And then you would have had it invis then to go here. Right, or something. And also if you just stood here, she probably wouldn't have seen you anyway. Maybe. And now it's just a bit scuffed. Yeah, it's a bit scuffed. The BP skins. I kind of don't like the OG BP. Let me look, see. You see, you did the exact mistake that I was talking about you earlier. So, exactly what I said to you on Discord earlier. Imagine the circle, right? The enemy circle. And didn't I tell you that you already died once by being inside the middle of the circle? So I know this is juicy, but the fact is, in the middle of the circle, you get looked at from like 5 different directions. And this guy also gets healing because his healers see him. So that's why you don't really want to be inside of the circle. Like, it's almost always bad. Yeah, it's almost always bad to be inside of the circle. And I also think you maybe could have gone to the left here. If you go tight left, you probably could have reached the backline in time with your invis. Yeah, I think you could have gotten a lot closer here. Instead of... Or even if you shoot this guy, at least go and shoot him like this, right? Although you were kind of running out of the invis. Yeah. Yeah, so I think your options here are either go left. So either go left, or go all the way so that you are at least outside of the circle. And you also had this. Maybe you could have used it. And you could also try to maybe dash here instead, or like dash here. Will Psylock still be good? Yeah, she's gonna still be decent. Yeah, she's definitely gonna be playable. You're just gonna have to be more careful with your invis. But she's still gonna be good in 2.5. The BP's, yeah, the best chosen, hate the silver one. My favorite one for BP is the one with the animal. What's it called? The animal fur? Is it fur? I think it's fur. Yeah, with like the animal fur. Yeah, so here probably go left, or probably be on this other side. Ooh, that was... Could you ult here, maybe? Yeah, you probably ult here, no? No, maybe not. Maybe it's not needed. Probably not needed. Yeah, it's not needed. Yeah, okay, so... For you, I would say, because I've been kind of so, for you, Machina, is... Try to not be in the middle of the enemy circle, like we discussed earlier on Discord as well. Like I told you, because you did have an earlier death on Discord as well, just like that. On like the other replay I watched from you. Okay, so try not to be in the middle of the enemy circle, right? Because then you get bonked from like 5 different directions. And maybe look for different paths with your invis. So instead of this, you could have maybe gone left. That's a different option, right? And it's probably safer as well, because you can dash. You can also dash into there. And also, earlier, you could have gone left, like I said, instead of going... I think sometimes you definitely greed a bit too much with your invis. But like, this was kind of greedy because you had the Emma and it's only this path. And this is also kind of greedy. And even the one earlier, on like the enemy DPS here, where you could have gone on that rocket here, I think this was maybe a bit too greedy as well. Or like, you definitely can maybe choose better targets, or like better paths for your invis. Yeah, I think that might be a place for improvement for you. Look guys, even really good players can maybe do things differently. But again, at this high rank, it's always about maybe this, maybe that. It's not always 100%. I was always thinking my pathing. Yeah, I mean, it's not always bad, but sometimes I think you could look for something like safer in a way, or that makes more sense, because like the first engagement where you just walk in a straight line towards the Emma Frost on that bridge, that's probably the one that makes the least amount of sense. Hugo, are you still here, man? From YouTube. Man, do I talk a lot. He ain't here. Looks like he is. Hey, DC Defeat, how you doing, man? Okay, so your name is Dracula. Okay, what game do you want me to look at? Hey Garnet, how you doing, man? Should I watch you on Twitch or YouTube? Also, where would you rather want me to support you? Do you have... I don't have Patreon. You can watch me wherever you like more. And if you want to support me, you can just... just watch, man. Just watch. I'm just watching. Yeah, but I can't get donations or like subs and stuff on Twitch because I'm not affiliate yet. So if you do want to donate, I guess you can do it on YouTube, which I do appreciate it. I sent the game code. Wait, where is it? I can't see it. If you did send it like super early, let me see. You should make a Patreon. Yeah, I can't see the replay code. It's quick, easy, very low fees, and you can garner a lot of support. Yeah, I just don't really like having people here and on YouTube and there and on Patreon. It's kind of splitting people, which I'm not the biggest fan of. Yeah, I can't see the game code. I'm looking at your messages history as well, and I don't really see the replay code either. Can you just repaste it? Oh, it's a 45. Oh, this one. It's like PayPal. Yeah, I know about Patreon. I just don't really, because you can just sub to Twitch once I will get it, and I also have membership on YouTube. Okay, that's fine. But even for you again, so when you if you play Strange and you're on convoy attack, just use the portal in the first fight. Alright, so just use the portal on like the first second. Okay, why are we going backwards here? Even if you get Twitch or affiliate YouTube, they take 30% and Patreon takes 2%. It's probably worth trying for you. Yeah, I will think about it. Yeah. I don't even think it's that worth it now, because I'm still kind of small. But I will think about it, yeah. I will think about... I also, with Patreon, I have to think about like what to give for the Patreon. Yeah, I don't really have, like, I'm not sure really what to give. Maybe coaching. Like full-on coaching, but then I have my regular coaching. Yeah, okay. Let's focus on the game though. So I'm not really sure. So you, first of all, you could use your portal on attack. Right? On attack convoy. Then flying here, sure, whatever. But then I'm not sure why you instantly drop down and go backwards. At the very least, take a quick sneak peek, like what's going on here. Maybe you can shoot from, you can, not maybe, you can definitely shoot from above here. Alright, so you can maybe shoot from above here a little bit. Then, I'm not super sure why you go... Oh, maybe because there's something going on here, actually. Okay, despite that, you could just walk forward a bit, because you guys did get a kill on the squirrel girl. Maybe. Okay, that's a burst. Okay. You should fly... Yep, I was about to say you should fly here. That's nice. What the hell? Punisher, brother, wake up, man. What? Nah, this is Punisher brain every time, bro. Like, what is this? What is this? Oh my god, bro. Why is it a Punisher on the turret every damn time? It's a Punisher on the turret, bro. Oh my god, man. Every time. Every time. Oh my god. It's always a Punisher. It's always a Punisher. Man, it's always a Punisher, bro. God damn it, bro. It's always a Punisher. Is there a schedule for these streams? Yeah, not really. I mean, I try to stream as often as I can. Like, around this hour. I probably will, like, post a schedule somewhere. I'm not really sure where. Yeah, here... I think maybe... Actually, maybe not. Yeah, it's just you and the dagger. On Discord. Yeah, I probably could. Yeah, also, if you want to get notified for my streams and YouTube and stuff, you can just join the Discord, because I have a bot that sends notification every time I go live or I post a video. Yeah, I get the Discord pings. Just, yep, exactly. Okay, yup, going for the squishy here, that's fine. Probably fly to this guy. Although you're a bit low now, but shouldn't matter that much. Okay, so for you so far, you maybe could have been a bit more aggressive right there at the start. And definitely on attack, could have used the portal on like the first half. Or like the first thing you do on attack. Then walking up here is fine, yep. What is this Baki ult, man? Brother, they're in Narnia. You can't even see them. What? He's just armed and dangerous. Brother, like, what? Oh my god, man. Like, I swear to god, if you just become patient, you instantly get like 10% extra win rate just by being patient. Like, what is this, bro? Like, just be a bit patient, man. Okay, you did try. You did try to help him. But, yeah, I mean, the guy killed himself. In-game, though. In-game. He killed himself in-game. In-game, so I don't get monetized. Okay. Should definitely be starting to think about an ultimate here. He did mention he wasted the ult. To be fair, that wasn't the Baki. It was just a random Baki ult I saw, but... Okay, so we have ult. They do have a penny. I don't think the way it's looking, you're probably gonna try to ult and you're gonna get bonked, because you're definitely way too low. Yeah, okay, thank you. You're definitely way too low for do anything here. Which healers do you have? You have Loki and... Where's your Loki? This is your Loki. What? Why is your Loki here? Oh, he was trying to copy the Luna. Okay. So you want to get... Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate with the Thor. But here, I think you should start walking forward because you have the Luna ult or like the Loki ult. You have your ult, so you should probably start walking forward here. Okay, now you don't have the burst. But I'm not super sure. Caesar pops out. It is his Loki, alright? Okay, it's his Loki. Don't rage bait me. It's his Loki. He looks like a girl, but it's a man. Looks like a girl, but it's a man. It's a man in disguise. Okay? Real talk though, you have Luna ulting. You have your ult. Why not go forward a bit? Right? Why are you really playing passive? I know, man, I'm memeing as well. Don't take it personal. I'm not actually mad. Right? Like, why are we playing passive with Luna ult? Okay, now you get this ult. Okay, sneaky ult. Okay, thank you. Yep, that's fine. Okay, let me see when you get absolutely bonked then. Like, what happens when you get bonked? Let's say here, what's happening here? The Loki is from my country, I bet. Thailand. Jesus Christ. Oh, no. Okay, bursting that, that's fine. Wait, you're from Thailand, man? That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, why are we being aggressive here? Like, you're half HP, brother. Chill. Like, chillax a bit. Like, you chillax. Yeah, chillax, man. Okay, like, walking forward here, this is fine, but the moment I see half my HP just disappear like this, I'm like, whoa, bro. Chillax a bit. Yeah, you wanna chill there a bit with your half HP. Kind of the same here. Like, it's good that you're pushing them, but your team is being pushed by the penny, which means you're kind of going by yourself. Right, you see, you're kind of going by yourself here. So, do you probably die? You probably die there, no? Yeah, you die. Yeah, so definitely maybe playing a bit slow sometimes, depending on how much damage you take. Right, so like, you see here, love your content and deep voice tip from the... Yeah, man. And your deep voice tip. Oh, deep voice tip. Yeah, did you actually get a deeper voice? Okay, so this is definitely way too aggressive, and maybe you didn't recognize the fact that your penny was... Like, the fact that the penny was pushing your team. Okay, which is whatever, understandable, let's say. But then, like, you take way too much damage here. I look at this, you're 1v... Wait, why do they have 4... What is this game? Why do they have 4 supports, man? What? This was Diamond? That's what I said. Oh my god. Ultimate survivability. I guess this is the new meta. Just maybe replace Adam with Ultron, and there you go. This is season 2.5 meta. Or maybe, never mind. Just actually delete Squirrel Girl, put Ultron in, and that's gonna be the team. There you go. 5 supports. Get Adam and Ultron as DPS. There you go. We found the 2.5 meta, guys. This guy wanted to know what he did wrong, as strange this whole game is. Strange. Get it? Oh my god, man. Yeah, bro. Like, what is this? I just realized they have 4 supports, man. Yeah. This is definitely a bit aggressive. So, like, so you see you get half HP, like, instantly. Just back off. Right, but even before this, you should probably recognize that the Penny is pushing your team with her ultimate, which means it's kind of a bad time to start pushing like this, right? Because you did push by yourself. And again, maybe take a quick sneak peek, a quick sneak peek, damn. A quick sneak peek behind you, just to see where the team is. Wait. You got banned by my random bot. I'm sorry, Christoph. I don't know what my bot is doing. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. Bad bot, yeah, bad bot. I don't know how to untimeout you, bro. I actually don't know how to untimeout you. I'm sorry, man. Okay, yeah, but I mean, the Penny just randomly I mean, this is not the worst because at least she's pushing with her ultimate. But yeah, it's definitely your kind of your fault for maybe not checking what's going on. L-bot, yeah. Okay, and then why aren't you really portaling here? Like, you could probably portal here. Maybe. Okay, now there's something going on here again. Now you have your ultimate. Okay, you're gonna use your ult after this? I hope so. See, here I think you probably shouldn't use your burst. I probably shouldn't use your burst here. Especially because you had like 20 energy. So using your burst here, when you have your ultimate and the enemies are in a decent position to be ulted by you, yeah, I don't think you should waste your burst like that. Because if you had your burst, you can probably ult here. Right? And then you waste your flight without using an ult. Yeah, so I think you kind of the same as I said earlier. Okay, I hope this didn't fuck up the microphone. Kind of as I said to another person earlier, think about your ultimate and try to anticipate it. So as in, okay, I have my ultimate, I'm gonna try to build energy so I can have a big burst and ult them, and I'm gonna try to ult them with my flight. As in here, you wasted your burst, you wasted your flight, and you can still ult. I mean, this is definitely a way worse ult than you could have had earlier. Alright, like, imagine if you ulted here. This was probably be better, right? Maybe you can catch Luna, you can probably catch the Penny and the Adam. Maybe if you go a bit further, you can catch this guy, or maybe that guy. What the hell is the enemy team? I don't fucking know, bro. I have no idea at this point. Why did... Adam ulted because Adam ultimate makes him immune to crowd control, which would be Strange's ultimate. So Adam ulted because he wanted to be immune to the Strange ult. See, because he gets the golden border on his, right, on his nameplate, which means he's immune to crowd control, which is, that's why he doesn't get stunned. Still, probably it's not a like a trade worth doing. Yeah, and also the Luna ulted, so it does get out healed. But I guarantee you that Adam was not thinking about the Luna ultimate. He just wanted to counter it. Yeah, I mean, I have to say, your ultimate, I think only one of your ultimate has been good. The other one, and this one especially, has been kind of Pepega. So definitely, again, you want to anticipate your ultimate. Like, think about a good opportunity. Like, already preparing yourself for the first good opportunity to use it. So making sure to keep your burst, making sure to keep your flight, making sure to charge up your energy, right? And then once you have all of these done, just throw it out there, especially if the enemies are in a good position. And other than that, maybe you could play a bit less aggressive sometimes, especially if you don't have your team with you, which you know by turning around and seeing what's going on behind you. Like, what's going on here? Where's my team? What are they doing? Okay, so you don't want to just... And yeah, another thing, when you start taking damage, especially around half HP, that's kind of your sign to just chill and play slower, like get healed, go backwards, right? You don't want to just keep fighting on half HP because you risk a lot. Now, you do get Rocket Ultimate here, but if you don't have a support ultimate, once you get around half HP, that's kind of your cue to just, okay man, I just gotta chill. Okay, so chill around half HP, anticipate your ultimates, and check on your team so you don't fight without them. Okay. One more, the last one from, I think, Twitch? I think Twitch? I don't know. Where's the last? No, the last one was from YouTube. So one more from Twitch, and then I do have to end it for now. There goes like 20,000 viewers from 20,000. There goes all my viewers on YouTube, because I said I'm not going to do one from YouTube. Wait, not from Twitch. What? Next. I meant next. Golden Dark Sonic, are you here? Appreciate the advice. No worries, man. It's the queue, bro. I'm sorry, Hawk, but it is the queue. So I am doing it by queue. Gonna stick around, the match gave me a good laugh. Yeah, man. Glad to hear that, Christoph. Going in better next time. Yep, try some things. Now, Golden Dark Sonic, are you here? Because if not, I am gonna move on to the next person. Yeah, thank you for the follows on Twitch, everyone. We did get quite a lot of follows today on Twitch as well, so I do appreciate that from everyone who followed me on Twitch. Thank you, guys. Golden Duck, are you here, bro? Okay. I just like watching other people get roasted. Yeah, I mean, that's always fun. Okay, what's your replay code then? My quick play round, I feel like I've made a lot of mistakes as Storm. Oh, I think you did say it earlier, right? Is this one? Or is it Storm? This? I love watching people get roasted. I mean, who doesn't love... Yeah, who doesn't love that? Oh, you're the other one. Rank's not been too good for me these days, so I gotta look at advice. Hard stack plat.
Pick your hero.
Yeah, I'm hard stack bronze, guys. In case you haven't seen, I am hard stack bronze. So everything I've just said is completely invalidated. You've been taking advice from a bronze player, by the way. That's a joke, by the way. That's a joke. That's a joke. I'm not actually bronze. I am. The Plat video was too funny with that random Punisher and Storm. Yeah, I'm glad you guys like that. Okay, speed here, speed, speed, speed. Okay, damage, damage. I think you could probably swap the damage here, because you have 4 teammates, maybe. Interesting crosshair. Yeah. Yeah, that's an interesting crosshair as well, but it's probably not that bad. Okay, so I think you can swap the damage here, which you do. I'm not sure why you're not using the burst though. Why aren't you using the damage boost? Haven't watched the worst Plat game yet video since I got... Oh, damn. Something bad happened the same day. Damn, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope everything's fine, bro. Why did you just say we were coaching? We're watching Coach Bronze SR. Bronze SR. Yeah, so... You kind of didn't swap to damage. Like, I'm not really sure why you swap to speed here. It's not the worst, because speed is never that bad. I would thought if the enemies are near, I would swap to thunder and activate. Yup, okay. But I still think you could definitely... Like, right now you have 4 teammates in, and there's also 2 enemies. And you're... Yeah, but this is a quick play, I'm pretty sure. This is a quick play. He did say this is a quick play. So why not just use your amplifier here? Amplifier, this guy's not Lucio. So you can use your amplify here, which means your teammates get, I don't know, like 12% extra damage. You get like 30% extra damage, and 2 enemies are going to be taking some damage. Amp it up. Yeah. Hope this ranked match goes well, Hulk. Hopefully. Yeah, man. Good luck, bro. Okay, so you can definitely amplify it here, or like use the lightning, and you're also walking a bit too in the front, right? Like, why are you walking towards them and kind of out in the open, or you could just maybe fly here and kind of do this goddess boost. What does that mean? Goddess boost? Yeah, I want some of that goddess boost. Give me some of that goddess. Okay. Okay, so you could just be right here and maybe do this. You can maybe even go the name of the ability. Wait, it's called goddess boost? What? Alright, so you could maybe be like here. Although being down on the floor is not that bad, it's not that good either. So you could probably be here. You could probably this is probably like the best one, to be honest. So like being here, kind of like shooting down here like this, and using your goddess boost. It's just that when you use it, it's already too late. So you want to use it as the fight is going on, so that you actually win the fight with your goddess boost. Right? But more than that, you're just out in the open. Right? Why not just play with some cover here? Like, do this. Okay, so use your goddess boost earlier. Okay, it's getting cold now. Use your goddess boost, your amplify earlier, and play some cover. Goddess what? We couldn't hear. Okay, boom, boom, boom. That's nice. Hulk already banned. Damn, Christoph, you're just getting target banned. Spider-Man, he got mad. Yep. Yeah, now here, I'm not sure why you're just waiting around. Like, walk a bit forward. Maybe look to do some damage as the enemies are walking up, right? You can maybe sit here, do some damage. You can maybe sit... Where is it? Like, maybe sit here and look for some damage. Okay, like this, yep. Nice. Yeah, just... You should probably walk a bit forward and try to do some damage. Okay, now that's the damage boost, thank you. But again, you're still kind of... The massive power of the goddess boost is important. Like, see, you're still kind of... Maybe in the open, right? You're in the open. And you're also walking towards the enemies. Right? Like, why not just play here? Or even, you should probably go a bit backwards, because your team is being kind of annoyed by the Wolverine. So you're probably gonna die here. Okay. You almost died there. Almost. Almost. It was very close. Please don't ult here. Hopefully you don't ult here. Okay, you're about to die. Oh yeah, I definitely could have used your ult here. I think you could have definitely used your ult here. Because if you use your... Actually, maybe not, because you would get stunned by this. But I still think, like, your positioning is still kind of whack. Like, you're out in the open. You're out in the open. You're maybe a bit too far forward. And you're still, like... You're still kind of using it too late. So you can also use this maybe a bit earlier to do more damage to the enemies as they're trying to walk up. That's also a possibility maybe. But yeah, I still think you just play more cover. Just like peek in and out like this. Just play a bit more cover. Right, because you're out in the open a lot. Okay, one more and then I'm gonna... And then I'm out.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Wait. You haven't used your ult since then? Okay, you get rezzed here. Like... Wait, why aren't we using ult, man? Like, why are you not using ult here? Alright, like, use ult. I haven't used ult on the first round. Yes, why? So, use ult. You could use ult here. You can use ult here. Why aren't you using ult? And then you get... Oh my god, I was about to say, if you die there, that would have been... Oh my god, bro. Yeah, like... And this is also an issue with positioning again. Why are you walking towards him with 1 HP? Just fly up, go to some cover, try to go somewhere safe. Why are you walking towards an enemy with 1 HP? Like, why are you walking towards someone with 1 HP? It makes no sense. So, I think your kind of bigger issue is definitely positioning. Like, it doesn't really make sense. So, play some cover, right? Don't press W for no reason. This problem, so many people have it. They just press W or like go forward for no reason. You don't do more damage if you're closer to the enemy. Unless it's like fall off range, but that's whatever. You don't do more damage if you're in their face like this. Mwah. Mwah. You don't do more damage. Like, there's no need to just walk forward. And this happens on DPS, this happens on supports. Just plant yourself. You know, plant yourself. Plant yourself with some cover and just shoot from here. You don't need to get closer. And this is valid for everyone else who's watching, by the way, not just this storm. And then why don't you use your ult? I'm not really sure why. Adam does look good with his new skin. Yeah, man, I mean, it's Chadam. You can't resist Chadam. Let's be honest here. Okay, and even here, why not use ult? Why not use ult? Yeah, okay, you use it now. But you could have used it earlier. You could have used it earlier, maybe. Yeah.
Enemies better beware.
Wait, no, this isn't you. Wait, how do you die? The rest of the 2 rounds are losses, okay. For me, I tend to W into enemies because my aim sucks and they're easier to hit. I know that's wrong, but that's the moment. Yeah, I guess that's kind of the habit, as in, if you get closer, it's easier to land your shots. But And I understand that, but it's just gonna put you into a bad position. Okay, even here you see like kind of the exact same mistake as we've seen earlier. So you're completely out in the open when you could have played here. Right, so maybe play here. I like play like this. And then you also walk forward again. See, you're walking forward. Like, why are you just walking forward and just getting closer like this? It makes no sense. See? You're just putting yourself into these very bad positions. You walk forward, out into the open, just genuinely. Find a piece of cover and just do this. And instantly, you're gonna die less. You're gonna die less and you're gonna be more annoying for the enemies to deal with as well. You just find some cover and just do this. Or another playstyle you can have is play on the same level as your team, so that they get the damage boost or whatever. This is all probably a bit worse, but that's also an option for Storm. Although, this is probably just better. Just find a piece of cover and just do this. Shoot, 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 shoot. And there you go. Okay, this was the last one. My voice is my throat is absolutely destroyed. Yeah, my throat is absolutely destroyed, huh? And so I do have to end it here. I'm sorry that I didn't get to everyone, but I do think we did quite a bunch today. I'm gonna do more tomorrow. Coach needs some tea with honey. I need something else in my throat. For sure. I need something down there for sure. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I do appreciate you being here. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the follows. And yeah, hope you guys learned something. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And yeah, thank you for being here. Yep, I'm gonna try to raid someone if I can. And good day, guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I do really like my viewers, guys. I do appreciate you being here. Okay. See ya! Good night!